going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am out here back at the Cape Fear area. I'm so excited to be back out here. We're playing Arrowhead disc golf course in Wilmington, North Carolina. So the last time I came out here last year, this course was really recommended to me, but I never got the opportunity to play it because of I'd already left. But this course is very highly recommended. I'm super excited to get going and play. There's some storms supposed to be rolling through here in about an hour, so I'm going to try to hustle through. No warm-up really, no tomahawks, no forehands today. Just trying to work on my backhand. May see a couple of lefty backhands here and there just to kind of mix things up a bit. But yeah, pretty windy out here today. But either way, I'm super excited to play this course. Heard a lot of good things about it, so let's go ahead and get started.
Alrighty guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Hole 1, throwing my cash here. I'm able to get it relatively close to the basket. Matter of fact, I parked it. Pretty good first throw out of the car. We'll move on to hole 2, 180-foot par 3. Throwing cash again, just missed my line. Wanted to get right of that tree, ended up left. Had a really long birdie look here. Super long birdie look. Unable to connect. So that's going to be, we're going to be 1 under through 2 holes. And we're off. We're moving. Hole 3, 199, par 3. Throwing the dime here on a little bit of a turnover. I'm really liking the dime as a turnover shot.
Well, guys, I'm 3 holes in, and the thunder is up there. So we're going to try to muscle our way through this, get done as fast as possible. It's only 10% chance throughout the whole area, but either way you look at it, I don't want to be caught out here when it starts getting going, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, let's keep it moving.
So that little turnover shot put me pretty close to the basket. A little high of a putt, but I was able to connect. 2 under through 3, feeling pretty good. Hole 4, taking my companion, throwing it, trying to throw it straight. This is probably the hardest hole on the course. A lot of trees you got to miss to get down there to the basket. Throwing the dime again on a turnover, able to get it underneath the basket. Perfect shot. Couldn't have drew it up any better than that. And then we will be 2 under still, but a pretty good up and down there. Hole 5, 242, par 3, downhill, throwing my cash. Unfortunately, got a straight skip and into that tree. I really liked the line. Just didn't get the left skip that I was hoping for. It will be 2 under through 5. After that kind of mediocre attempt at a jump putt. Hole 6, 211, going companion here on a turnover. Love the line here. The companion's really turned into a really good turnover disc.
Real quick, gotta say, my little backhand turnover is trending a little bit. The companion, the dime, and the flip have all really turned into backhand turnover discs, and it's been amazing. They've been great, so hopefully that continues in the same direction.
So I put myself 15 feet from the basket with the companion shot there. 3 under through 6. Really good, feeling really good. Hole 7, 224, back uphill, throwing the rope here. Trying to get it up and around and over. Threw it a little too nose up, but I got pretty high up on the hill. Have this jump putt right here and just hit the branches. My jump putt has really been struggling, so we'll stay 3 under through 7. And keep it moving. Hole 8, 190, par 3. This is another hole that you just kind of poke and hope. Throwing the dime on a little bit of turnover. I wanted to throw a little bit higher than that, but I wasn't able to do that. So try to stepper to get it down there. It worked a little bit better.
I'll tell you guys what's not trending. It's my jump putts. I told myself to work on them. I've been working on them. Still not going great, so we may just try a little stepper like that, like what you just saw. I don't know, we'll see.
So the stepper gave me a little bit better of an opportunity to save par there. 3 under through 8, moving on to hole 9. 156 par 3. I couldn't see the basket where I went out into the fairway to look for the basket, and I couldn't see it. I got a lucky tree kick. Should have taken the inside route, and I tried to take the outside route. There's 2 pin positions on this hole. and I just didn't take the correct route. Anyway, it's an unfortunate bogey. Couldn't hit the uphill putt. But we'll still be 2 under through 9, which is just fine. A couple of missed opportunities, but yeah.
All right, so after the front 9, I gotta say, holy elevation change. For a beach course, you don't really get a lot of that. Most of the courses you play on the coast are pretty flat. This is the exception. Really up and down. I'm out of breath. And a little difficult to navigate if you're not, if you're playing it for the first time. But, I mean, shoot, all things considered, it ain't too bad. I'm pretty pleased with it. Relatively challenging for a par 3 course so far. So let's see what the back 9's got.
Get it started here on the back 9. 207, par 3, really downhill through my companion. I wanted to get a little bit more of a turn line instead of a flat line, but I put myself down there at the bottom, circle 2 look, unable to cash, so we will stay 2 under through 10. Move on.
Might start to pick up, as you can see.
So the wind began to pick up here, and so did the thunder. So this is kind of when I started rushing myself, hole 11 specifically. Bad shot.
I didn't even notice this Mando sign, but there it is.
Dime. And another bad shot with the dime. Long story short, we're going to take our second bogey of the round, which is really unfortunate. Shouldn't have rushed myself there.
All right, so I'm about to start hole 12. Just looked at the radar. It's looking like it's going to start here in about 10 minutes. So we're going to try to push it and get through.
All right, hole 12, 180-foot par 3, taking the cash. Want to just get it around those trees on the left. Couldn't do it.
I got to say, guys, I do hate feeling like I got to rush. And here comes the rain. So we may take a break and come back to it here after this hole. But we'll just have to wait and see.
So I put myself right here. If I'd have got around those trees, I think I'd have maybe had a birdie look, but good shot with the dime, good putt. Ended up stay 1 under through 12. Hole 13, 209, throw into my companion on a turnover line again. Really good shot. Wanted it to turn just a little bit more to the right, but either way, I got a circle 1 look, and my hands were very wet at that point. As you can see, there's rain. It's really hard to keep my hands dry and keep the discs dry as well. I had a towel, it just wasn't working all that good. But yeah.
Since it's sprinkling a little bit and I'm sweating because of how humid it is, everything's slipping out of my hands at this point. But ain't got but a few more holes to go. We're gonna power through, try to get a respectable score out here. This is not a easy pitch and putt by any means, but I definitely could and should be shooting a little bit better. But it is what it is.
So after that drive on hole 14, I put myself right here, and I feel like I have a little bit more control over that step putt than the jump putt, but a little bit less power. It's something I'm going to have to tweak and work on as we go through. But hole 15, 107, par 3, taking the cash, just trying to get it down there. Threw it a little deep.
Might be a little deep,
but that's okay. Unfortunately, there's this tree right here in front of me that I couldn't really get an angle to the basket. So I'll take a par there. Hole 16, 256 par 3, throw in the flip on a turnover line. I know you can't see it, but it ended up really good, just a little short. Had a slight window, ended up hitting the tree anyway. So we'll take another par and keep it moving. Hole 17, 193 par 3, another turnover line with the companion here. Gonna toss it. Got a really good toss out of the hands. I just didn't put enough on it, to be honest with you. Had a really nice opening right there in those bushes, and I thought I canned that right out of my hands, but hit the cage, and we'll move on to hole 18, 250 par 3. throwing the rope. Trying to throw it a little bit more nose down this time, and I do. Got a good drift out of it and came back left. Really good toss with the rope. Put myself 20 feet for birdie. And that is going to end our round at Arrowhead Disc Golf Course in Wilmington, North Carolina.
All right, guys. So that's going to do it. Out here at Arrowhead Park, I somehow ended up missing the whole storm. So we were just kind of able to get on through and play the rest of the round. Which kind of sucks because I rushed myself through that middle stretch there, 9 through 13 or 14. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, I see why this course was so highly suggested. It's super nice course. Nice little park style course. A lot of elevation change, especially on the front nine. I got to give this a 4 stars out of 5. It's a little difficult to navigate, like I said earlier. That's the only reason it doesn't get 5 stars out of 5. But yeah, I'll be back out here next year too. I'll probably play both Joe Weeks and Arrowhead, and then there's another small little 9-hole pitch and putt with 2 sets of tees and baskets. So I may play that sometime later this week. But yeah, next week you guys will have some kind of informative video. I've got, a couple of ideas in the works, so be on the lookout for that. And then after that, I'm really not sure. We'll see. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like that, like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. I post every Friday. You don't want to miss next week's post, and we'll see you next Friday.